Hey guys, this is James with OTRA Roadside Services Incorporated here in Cleburne, Texas. Just like to welcome you to my page. Back around. Wipe around, look at all that mess in there. Looks like they packed it in grease.
Yeah, for the seal.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of grease packing anything here like that, but you know, kind of inhibits the oil flow when you do that. But I think they just put all that on there in the seal, but that's quite a bit. He was saying this seal's a two-piece job here. There's your one piece right there. There's the rest of it in the little lock ring. Oh, there's the new seal. Isn't it pretty? See, General Motors. Yeah, we're gonna clean it up a little bit. We're just gonna inspect. The bearing ain't dirty, guys. We're just looking it over. We're gonna wipe some of the oil off of it. We're real careful to keep it clean. You know, it's a brand new bearing, so we had 21,000 miles on it, so we're just gonna wipe some of the oil off of it. Make sure it's in good shape. Now, if this thing had more miles on it, I'd probably do a pretty big deep cleaning on this.
Clean it up a little bit.
Now, this is the way you normally do it. Spray down in that crack right there. You can take it to a parts washer, whatever the case is. Spray down in there. That's where your oil's going to be to lubricate that thing, right? Now, when you take your air blower, do not spin that bearing with it. Damages the bearing and can make that bearing sling apart, guys. You know, they were assembled. So that's all it takes. See, look at that. All shiny and pretty. And if you took it out and you cleaned it off before you install it, put some oil in it, guys. Just run you some oil around. I mean, it don't take gallons of oil. Just put your little oil in there. Maybe run you a little bit on the face of it, smear it around. You ain't got to have it running all out everywhere. Just enough to have that thing got some oil in it when you first start spinning it up, right? Just like you would if you was building an engine. You know, you want to have everything got oil on it when you first start an engine, right? When you first spin that hub, you want it to not be dry. Here's our new seal. So, just like the old one, right?
While he's doing that,
so what were you using for a seal drive? Using
4-inch
socket.
Also, with doing the bearings and you putting oil on there, make sure you're using the appropriate axle fluid.
You doing it this way or upside down?
That way right there, just like that.
Just like that. Right.
So it makes it right there on the edge enough that you're gonna make it evenly.
Just tap it down, take a look, make sure you're not getting it crooked, right? Oh, see, it went a little crooked. Not really gonna hurt nothing, but come over here and whack it on the other side. You know? Ooh, keep it as straight as you can.
Hear that tone difference?
You hear that?
Tone, hit the bottom.
It's done. When you hear that tone difference, it's done. So all the way down.
All the way down around.
No gaps.
No gaps.
See, it's all pretty now. Ready to go. Yeah, you might want to put the rotor on it. That wouldn't be good. You slide that on there and get her all together and then go, hey, need the rotor. But see, there's no dirt in there, guys. I mean, sometimes the oil bubbles a little bit. It looks like dirt, but there ain't no dirt in there, guys. All pretty and clean. Got a brand new rotor coming out of the box. Anybody needs a part number, there's the tag. That's what I call a top hat right there. That's the top hat rotor. That is a big one. So if you're looking for these rotors, guys, and you call your parts store, they're going to ask you some questions. How big that rotor is all the way across, guys. That's 14 inches, right? Top hat, you're going to measure from the face of that rotor down there, right? So we're about 4 1/4 inches. So they want to know how tall your top hat is. So there you go. That's how you measure it. You tell them what you got, year, make, model, all them good things. With Loctite on them bolts, you don't need to soak the bolts, guys. Too much Loctite is a thing. Just putting a little bit on there, and drop or two, more than enough. I don't know if you know what Loctite does. Loctite is just filling the gaps between the bolt hole and the bolt. And dries up in there and helps hold that bolt in there from wobbling around. Keeps it from coming loose. Okay, we're not going to torque these. It'd be a little difficult to do in the first place to hold the thing. You have to use a pry bar on the level. Dip them down. Start crisscross, pulling it down evenly.
Check the last one, the first one. All right.
Crisscross, 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 and then go around. Going back to the first one, hitting the first one again. If that first one loosened up on you, then go around again. That first one will be tight. Sometimes you don't know, so that's why you check, right? We're using AZ Delco, right? Synthetic axle lubricant. So we're going to wipe all this down, get rid of all this dirt, clean her up a little bit. And all that dirt. Brand new truck. Leave some of that rust off there. Get the bottom. You don't want to be sticking your new wheel seal on rust. So clean her up, blow her off a little bit. Hello everybody, this is James with OTRA Roadside Services Incorporated in Cleburne, Texas. Give us a like and a subscribe and just keep watching. We're going to try some different things, get some comments from y'all about what y'all'd like to see us do, and we'll see you again on the next one.